Then go wrong and you're not with me no more. You don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
This is our next generation fighter. You know, when I sit back and watch Floyd when he retired, I actually see Gervonta Tank Davis doing it, man.
Attention to him and make him open up here to make him work. When you get close, he can't fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me?
Floyd Mayweather erupted in anger at Gervonta Tank Davis for shouting at Calvin Ford in the ring. He criticized Davis, emphasizing that he should never disrespect the man who played a key role in his success. Mayweather didn't hold back, making it clear that Davis wouldn't be where he is without Ford's guidance. He warned that success comes with responsibility and that showing disrespect to those who helped him is unacceptable.
Then go wrong and you're not with me no more. You don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
During a tense moment between rounds, Gervonta Tank Davis stunned the boxing world with an unexpected outburst at his longtime trainer Calvin Ford. As Ford leaned in to wipe Davis's sweat and offer crucial instructions, Davis abruptly cut him off, exclaiming, "You got to stop and listen to me." His sudden frustration hinted at a breakdown in communication, an unusual sight between the fighter and the trainer who has been in his corner for years.
Let's take a look at what we thought was taking a knee. And I thought it was the blinding jab.
Blinding jab.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Grab, something's wrong. He took a knee.
That's a knockdown.
That's a knockdown. You cannot take.
What is?
Yeah.
What?
Calvin Ford has always been the driving force behind Gervonta Tank Davis, pushing him toward greatness in every fight. As Tank prepared to face Yuriorkis Gamboa, Ford's motivation was key in the corner. His energy was electric, urging Tank to stay focused and finish strong. Throughout the fight, he reminded Tank of his power, skill and destiny to be great. When Gamboa showed resilience in the later rounds, Ford's words kept Tank sharp. "Close the show," he demanded, knowing his fighter had the ability to end it in spectacular fashion. In the 12th round, Tank delivered, securing a TKO victory. More than just a coach, Ford is Tank's unwavering source of belief. His presence fuels Tank's confidence and determination, proving their bond is unbreakable, as he continues to push him to be one of the best in boxing.
Attention to him and make him open up here to make him work. When you get close, he can't fucking fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me? Get close to him and just keep poking. When I say penitentiary, put the knife in him. Put him in him. Yeah? All right, put him together. Yeah, go to the body. Remember, take the wild shots.
Gervonta Tank Davis has always thrived under Calvin Ford's guidance, but his fight against Lamont Roach was different. Ford wasn't as involved as usual, and fans quickly noticed the difference. Without his familiar presence in the corner, Tank struggled to find his rhythm, leading many to call it the worst performance of his career. Critics argue that Ford's absence played a major role in Tank's lackluster showing. His energy, strategy, and motivational words have always been key to Tank's dominance. Without that guiding voice, Tank didn't seem like himself. The fight lacked the explosiveness and control that typically define his performances.
Never struggled with that fight, so just roll with me for a second, you'll see where I'm going. I don't know if y'all noticed it right away, but I noticed it. Calvin Ford was not the head man in the corner, which I didn't really understand. And before the video continues, go ahead to the follow button because we're about to deep dive into this and we post it. Calvin Ford was not the lead man who's been with Gervonta since he was a damn near child. Honestly, since he was a child. Why would you do that? I don't know if they were underestimating the fight. I don't know if they were just trying to change it up and try something new because this wasn't a huge opponent. I don't know if there's something wrong with Calvin or Calvin's not going to be there. I don't know. But that was damn stupid. Because you notice when shit started hitting the fan, guess what voice popped up on that screen? Put his head through ropes and Calvin started coaching. When Tank's eye messed up, guess where he looked? He didn't look at that other corner man. He looked for Calvin Ford. Also, Tank talked a lot during this fight. It was a little bit of a different Tank than we've seen. He was chirping with the fire, which isn't new. He was arguing with the ref. he seemed not composed. I feel like that would have been different with a Calvin Ford in his corner. Because I'm gonna be real, the advice that his corner was giving him was dog shit. Like, yeah, he won the fight, but let's be real, he shouldn't have won that fight. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I think that definitely played a role, and I feel like if Calvin was there, it would have been a little different. But yeah, not a good boxing night from Tank, and this is from a Tank fan. So.
I believe Calvin Ford's influence is irreplaceable, and his limited role in Tank Davis's fight against Lamont Roach only highlighted how vital he is to Tank's success. Whether it was just an off night or a sign of deeper issues, one thing was clear: Tank is at his best when Ford is fully in his corner. Tank's disappointing performance wasn't just about his struggles in the ring, it also exposed tensions within his camp. One of the biggest red flags was Ford's reduced role in both training and the fight itself. Fans and analysts quickly noticed his absence, raising questions about possible rifts between him and Tank. Trainer Barry, also part of Tank's team, tried to downplay the situation. While he acknowledged Ford as a great coach, his comment, "Boxing is boxing," hinted that there was more to the story. His tone suggested a disagreement or shift behind the scenes, even if he didn't confirm it outright. The tension became undeniable when Tank shouted at Ford during the fight. An unusual sight given that Ford had always been a steadying and motivating presence in his corner. Seeing Tank react this way toward his longtime mentor signaled a shift in their dynamic. Whether it stemmed from frustration in the fight or deeper underlying issues, it was clear things weren't the same. With this performance being called one of Tank's worst, many believe Ford's absence played a significant role. His ability to push Tank mentally and strategically had always been a major advantage, and without it, the fight felt different. Now fans are left wondering, was this just a temporary setback, or is something bigger brewing between Tank and Ford? Once seen as unbreakable, their bond now shows cracks that can't be ignored.
That was good, you know what I mean? With us, it's always good. You know, of course, boxing is boxing, and you can see have some unforeseen things go on. But for the most part, we had a great time.
Very good. And how's he looking in camp? What are you expecting from him on fight night?
He was sharp, you know, just to be Tank. You know what I mean? Tank being Tank. Just a little different for us because this is somebody that's close, you know, to us. You know what I mean? Somebody we got love for. And normally the people we fight, people we don't know. So you can be as mean as nasty as you want to. But for this fight, we got to cast our feelings aside for that 36 minutes or whatever it is and take care of business. That's it. Yeah.
Davis's decision to leave Floyd, Mayweather's promotion marked a major shift in his career. Having spent years under Mayweather Promotions, the move sparked speculation about possible tension between him and Floyd. However, Tank's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, downplayed any drama, insisting the decision was strictly business. "We are not leaving. It's business and we are brothers," Ford stated, making it clear there was no personal fallout. He emphasized that Tank's departure was a natural step, similar to other top fighters who leave their promotional teams to take more control of their careers. Rather than a sign of conflict, Ford framed the move as a strategic decision for Tank's long-term success. For many, Tank's exit symbolized his desire for independence, allowing him to navigate his career on his own terms. Some believed he wanted more control over his fights, earnings, and promotional choices. While Mayweather had helped guide him to superstardom, Tank was now ready to carve his own path. Despite the change, Ford reassured fans that their bond remained unshaken. Business decisions wouldn't affect their brotherhood, and their focus remained on Tank's success. Whether this move will benefit Tank in the long run remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: he is stepping into a new chapter of his career with confidence and control.
So we talk about Tank in the business now. There's talk that he could be leaving Mayweather from Roach. He said he was to Brian Custer that, you know, this is his last fight.
Everybody missing, he's leaving. It's business.
Right, for sure.
If it's good business, we're gonna do what? Business.
For sure.
We're not leaving each other. It's just not on contract.
Okay. So you're still gonna do business with Mayweather?
I got you.
Right.
You have to do business. They brothers.
Right.
They brothers, and you got to remember, they the best in boxing. You got Al and Floyd. Come on.
But it's just good. How excited for you for him to have that flexibility?
It's good because Canelo do it. Garcia did it. It's been done.
Right.
It's been done. You know what I'm saying?
Calvin Ford has always been a guiding force in Gervonta Tank. Davis's career, standing by his side and offering crucial advice in pivotal moments. From the beginning, Tank trusted Ford's wisdom, following his instructions even in the toughest situations. One of the best examples of their bond came during a fight when Tank returned to his corner in the 6th round and admitted, "My hand is hurting." Rather than letting the injury dictate the outcome, Ford gave him the advice he needed: fight through it. He didn't allow Tank to dwell on the pain or make excuses. He pushed him to dig deep, knowing he had the heart and skill to overcome adversity. Without hesitation, Tank listened, demonstrating his trust and obedience to Ford's leadership. That moment was a testament to their unbreakable connection. Tank has always relied on Ford's experience, and Ford has always guided him with his best interests at heart. This relationship has been instrumental in Tank's rise to the top of boxing. No matter the situation, Ford's voice remains one of the most influential in Tank's corner, keeping him focused and determined. From the early days to championship fights, their bond has never wavered.
And say, my hand is hurting. If you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it. And he done it. Y'all got to give this young man his props. Man, he come in day in and day out. And you hear him keep saying, he fight who they put in front of him. And we don't turn down nothing but our callers. So whatever they say to do, we're going to get the job done. That's the blue collar way.